Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Here's a headline from the Crypto Basic. 3 big indicators point to massive XRP run. Now, they're sharing perspective from one of my fellow XRP YouTubers here, and I will tell you here at the outset that I broadly agree with what was stated here. In fact, the vast majority of it. I can only nitpick over little things here, but the overarching message, which matters to you and me, the everyday XRP holder, yes, face-melting action is going to be coming for XRP. The fireworks, yes, they're finally going to be coming here. With my caveat continuing to be, if we see some sort of black swan event and the whole market starts tanking and maybe equities start tanking too, that the whole world's falling apart, okay, fine. Then, put a bookmark in it and we'll check back in a few years. But I don't think that's what's likely. In fact, I think what's likely is some insane action much sooner than later, and I'm going to share with you why, because there are actual indicators that have been, and I've talked about, one of them in particular, I'll just tell you at the outset, it's the XRP BTC chart. I've been talking about that a lot because it is one of the most important things to focus on. I mean, you can see what happens when we're at this moment in time. Historically speaking, it is right before this goes, but there are other indicators. So we're going to talk about it. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And we'll see how long this video goes, because I don't know if my voice, I don't know if you can tell right now, but my voice is kind of giving out a little bit. In fact, in my last video, I think when I started recording, it sounded pretty much normal. And then by the end of it, I sounded like I'd been smoking a pack a day for 30 years. So, if it gives out, I might have to cut this a little bit shorter than I intend. But, and by the way, I'm not sick. I don't know what's going on. It's just something with allergies, so on and so forth. And it's just my throat is just, it's sore. And so I've been trying to keep the talking to a minimum today. But let's dig into this. Let's dig into this. So again, the piece here titled 3 Big Indicators Point to Massive XRP Run. As the legal skirmish between Ripple and the SEC draws to a close, XRP price actions have caught the eye of crypto market analysts, with recent evaluations suggesting a potential surge in value. Mikkel, a prominent crypto YouTuber and market analyst, recently examined XRP's price movements and called attention to 3 indicators that spell out an optimistic future for XRP once the Ripple v. SEC case comes to a final close. And folks, I'll note, these are things that I've been talking about. There's one in particular I haven't brought up in a while, but I just wanted to note, like, it's nice to see that there are people who come, I think, kind of like me and many of you listening, undoubtedly, we come at this as best we can to just be well-informed, looking at logic, data, and reason, rather than focusing on how do we feel in the moment, casting aside the emotions and just looking at what's happening in the world and doing our best to come to reasonable conclusions about what is probable here. And I think that's what's being done in this case. And so, piece continues here. In his recent analysis, Mikkel confirmed that XRP has been trading within a massive consolidation pattern, a common preparatory phase for cryptocurrencies before making significant price moves. According to him, this is likely to conclude in tandem with the end of the SEC v. Ripple case. Historically, similar alignments have resulted in substantial volatility and price increases for XRP as investors and traders respond to newfound regulatory clarity. And so that's certainly true. If you look at an XRP USD price chart in terms of consolidation, absolutely. I brought that up many times in recent weeks and months because it's one of the metrics. It's one of the factors you should be looking at, which shows us where we likely are at in this market cycle. 100% agree on that. Now, where I'm a little bit less confident here is that the SEC v. Ripple case is going to have anything meaningful to do with this, because the part of the SEC v. Ripple case that actually matters to the everyday XRP holder is the legal status of XRP. We got that clarity almost a year ago. That happened July 13th of last year. So whether the rest of the case in terms of the remedies phase, which is where we're at in the case now, whether that's good or bad for Ripple, I don't know why the average XRP holder would give a damn. It doesn't make sense to me. So if we get news and say it's positive for Ripple just for their business, which again has nothing to do with XRP specifically, but if it's good for Ripple, if the market moves up, I mean, in theory, maybe it goes up a little bit for XRP, but I'm just sitting there thinking if it does that, it's not going to be sustained, I wouldn't suppose, based on that, because it has nothing to do with XRP specifically. So it would be an irrational behavior. And it would be weird to me if that were the thing that caused XRP to rocket to the upside when the thing that actually matters to us didn't do that last year. So if that happens, which I won't 100% rule out, I just don't think it's probable, but if that happens, it will be because of the rest of the crypto market on a much larger scale. So think about what happened. We got this incredible news in July last year. We've got this regulatory clarity. XRP basically doubled in price in a matter of several hours, but that was it. It didn't hit $1, it didn't hit a new all-time high, none of that stuff, right? What's the environment we were in, though? Well, crypto is trending to the downside. For months after that, Bitcoin, which leads the market, was trending to the downside. XRP just followed in suit. It wasn't the greedier environment that we find ourselves in now. This is a much more greedy environment. So if we get this news, which is much less substantial, but we're in a different environment to where people are losing their ever-loving minds, and it's one of those instances where people are like, take my money, because they get all excited about stuff. Okay. But still, I don't buy the rationality of it, okay? I don't buy that. So could he be right? Yeah. Do I think that that's something that's going to matter to the everyday XRP holder? No, I don't. We'll see what happens here, but that's just one of those things where I just respectfully disagree on that small point, but pretty much on the rest of this stuff, I think he's pretty much knocking it out of the park. But anyway, let's go down here and continue a little bit further. XRP Bollinger Bands and performance against Bitcoin. Now, this is interesting. Hang with me here. In addition, Mikkel called attention to a second indicator on the XRP weekly chart that supports the bullish outlook, the Bollinger Bands. These bands are a technical analysis tool used to gauge market volatility and potential price breakouts. Presently, XRP's Bollinger Bands are showing a squeeze, a condition typically followed by significant price movements. Mikkel highlighted previous instances in 2017 and 2020 where similar squeezes in XRP's bands led to rallies of 32,000% and 10,000%. So I actually, a couple days ago, came across this post from Charting Guy on social media platform X, and he separately on his own was making this exact point. And so I was going to talk about this in a video anyway. And it's just data. It's on your screen right now. And so what you have right here, this orange line right here, it's the 20-day moving average. And then what you have up here, there's this blue line above that 20-day moving average, and then there's a separate blue line below it. And this is dating back to the chart shows it, into 2013 technically, but started tracking with the 20-day moving average in 2015. So what the upper blue line and the lower blue lines are indicating is a range of volatility based on the 20-day moving average. That's what that is. So what's fascinating, and this has been a signal for face melt action in the past, it's on your screen, you can see it, as the volatility decreases. That's what happens right before a massive surge to the upside. So you can see what happened in 2017, rocket straight up as it got incredibly narrow. You saw it last market cycle, got very narrow, moved to the upside. Now, obviously, XRP was artificially suppressed because of the SEC nonsense, but the behavior was the same. And it broke to the upside. Now, what we're seeing here is the most narrow volatility range in the history of XRP in a bull market environment. That's why this is a big deal. So check out what Charting Guy wrote about this. And just to be clear here too, it is absolutely correct that typically what follows when you're looking at Bollinger Bands, when they get this tight, this squeezed, what follows after that is an explosive move. It can be to the upside or the downside. So what do you think's probable now? Well, check this out. Here's what Charting Guy had to say. XRP monthly Bollinger Bands are now the tightest they've ever been in history. 0.7 for the width. The tightest it got before this was 0.73 in 2017, 1 month before, obviously, rocket to the upside. And then he wrote sarcastically, probably nothing. Oh, it's something. It's definitely something. And then he wrote, it either goes to $0 or new all-time high at $4 plus. A 20-day simple moving average, which is the orange line, is sloping up. So it massively favors a break to the upside. So folks, like I said, when you get to this moment, you're probably going to have a big move, explosive, up or down. He's noting that the moving average here, the 20-day, it's been trending upwards, making it way more probable for an upside action, right? But that's not the only reason it makes sense to think that. We are in a bull market in crypto. This year, equities have been ripping to the upside. Crypto moves in tandem. If we're going to continue to see a move to the upside for equities, you better believe that Bitcoin and the crypto asset class is going to keep doing that as well. And so you've got this confluence of events. It's another thing to be aware of. And then we've got XRP BTC. Here's a post from chart analyst Bobby A. There is a real possibility that XRP has either bottomed here or is about to bottom against the Bitcoin pair. These are, without question, areas of maximum financial opportunity. Let's hear it, reply guys. I can't wait to bathe in your useless, uneducated tears. Right? And so at the time I'm recording this, this is what the XRP BTC chart looks like. It's 7:27 p.m. Central Time, Thursday, April 18th, 2024. So it's been hanging pretty well so far. But these are all things that have coincided during previous market cycles where XRP rips to the upside. I think people are out of their damn minds if they don't think it's going to happen here. And as far as what the charting guy wrote here, he said, XRP either goes to zero or a new all-time high. Well, I like that because I've been saying that forever. That's my bet. Either XRP does, not that it would happen here necessarily. I mean, I think that we're going to see a new all-time high sooner than later. But either XRP goes to zero or it hits a new all-time high and just price discovery. One of those things will happen. It will not flutter about at roughly this price point forever. That's not how this works. Now, I place my bet. I think that what's most probable is new all-time high, price discovery, all that, yeah. But it was nice to see somebody else write that because it's true. Like that's pretty much it. And so you've got, if you look at the XRP USD chart, consolidation. You look at Bollinger Band's incredibly tight in terms of the volatility range here. You look at XRP BTC. Yes, it's at its most dismal point in years. All of these things historically have been indicators XRP is going to blaze to the upside. It's an exciting time to be in crypto. It just is. So it's nice to see that other analysts are taking note and spreading the word because it's true. This is the stuff that I've been talking about. So shout out and credit to my fellow XRP YouTuber, Mikkel. I better stop here because I think my voice is gone. That's it. How long did I make it? Like 12 minutes? God damn. Wow. I'm sounding rough, aren't I? Woo. All right. Thanks for sticking to the end, especially since it was probably more annoying to listen to me if I sounded like this. But I do appreciate the support. Hopefully my voice recovers sooner than later. But I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.